Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Danny's Donuts here, and I'm going to be showing you how we completed the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how we did it. So for the challenge, you got to complete all 5 heists in order with the same team without dying on hard. So starting with the Felicia job all the way to the Pacific Standard. So the Felicia job should be really self-explanatory. Just whatever the game tells you to do, just do it, and you should be just fine. So the first setup of Prison Break should be really self-explanatory. Just use a Kuruma. Watch out for explosives though. Shoot the explosives before you go near them. So just shoot all the Vagos and you should be fine. So the second setup, you could just stay in the Kuruma, shoot the guy in the bus. When you get out, drive the bus and lose the caps, and it's really not that hard. So just lose the caps and you'll be fine. Try to go up hills to lose the caps, and that's the easiest way to lose the caps. So try and go up hills, and you should be fine. So for a prison break station, for the cargo ship team, put on your heavy utility vests and just go right in there. Don't use the parachute because you could die on it if you're not careful. And try and go up. So for the police team, just steal a cruiser and then go to the underground tunnel on the highway. Then you should be fine. And then just set up. And when you're in the car, like the car you have to steal, just don't shoot or else you'll get cops on you. So yeah, then it's pretty easy. So the mission wet work, and the team that's trying to kill Popoff, try to do it stealth. But if you get caught, just go for Popoff. Like, don't shoot anyone else. For the City Hall team, just snipe them and then use a Kuruma to go lose caps and go to the underground tunnel. That's the easiest way to lose the caps. So then it's pretty self-explanatory. Just lose the caps, then you're done. So for the prison break heist, this is the only heist where you can't use your heavy utility vest. So the prison officer dropped the prisoner a gun and ammo, so it'd be a lot easier to get out with them having a gun. The pilot, like, just fly behind the jet, and the buzzard, the demolition, you just try and fire missiles into the prison. Just don't go near the prison, or else you'll get shot by a missile and then you're dead. So just move slowly and in the prison, and then you should be fine. So for the first setup of Humane Lab Raid is just really self-explanatory. Just try and take cover as much as you can, and you should be fine. Use your heavy utility vests, and you should be fine. So the insurgent setup is relatively easy. Just when you get there, be in the Kuruma, shoot everyone. Just make sure everyone gets into the insurgents because the helicopters fire missiles, and make sure the gunner doesn't fall out, and then you should be good. So the EMP setup is probably the hardest setup of Humane Labs. There's lots of ways to die. So when you get there, make sure you shoot all the missiles that are there, cause someone might have run up and someone shoot the missiles by accident and you blow up and die. Make sure you shoot all of them. And then when you get up to the carrier, there's gonna be more missiles, shoot them. And then when you get to another Hydra, just fly away from each other. Stay away from each other as much as you can. Avoid any accidents, like to crash into each other or something. And then when you're done that, then you're good for the setup. So for the Valkyrie setup, just take a Kuruma and shoot everyone. Get out with a homing launcher and shoot down the helicopter it comes because it shoots missiles. And then go in with the Kuruma, and then the rest of the setup should be a breeze. For the deliver EMP setup, it's really easy. You really can't die in this mission unless you fall off a building. But just communicate with your friends. You don't really need your heavy utility vest for this mission. Just communicate with your friends and then you should be fine. For the actual heist itself is not that hard. Just go through with the assault shotgun. That's the best gun you can use when you're in the Humane Labs. So for the chopper team, just focus on the helicopters. They're the real biggest threat to you. And just make sure you're not me and think you need 20 rebreathers on the way out. If you get four, it says 4 rebreathers, that's how much you need. So for the first setup, Series A, it's pretty tricky. Just make sure to land the chopper team. Make sure to land your helicopter and fight on the boat yourselves. It'll be easier that way. Just try not to blow it up like Clark did. He somehow survived. But just try and land your helicopter and use it as getaway. So Series 8 Trash Truck is probably the hardest mission out of all the missions in the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. Just make sure to take your time and have one guy shooting guys and the other guy taking up the trash. And then once you get to the one in the gas station, make sure you shoot all the gas pumps and then you go collect the trash. And just be careful, and then you gotta escort it. And then make sure you protect the guys in the back of the truck. Series 8 Bikers is the easiest setup probably. So just take out all of them silently, work as a team, and then when you get the vans, make sure to stick together, because make sure you don't have one behind getting shot at. Make sure you stick together and you should be fine. So the weed setup, just make sure the ground team use a Kuruma to clear the guys out. While the two lookouts are sniping them. And when you grab the Bensons, just try and stick away from each other or stay away from each other. But have the turreted vehicle in the middle, so you could just shoot all the guys and you should be good. So for the last setup, just get in the Kuruma, shoot all the guys. Don't go into the ranch because a lot of them have shotguns. Just try and shoot them from the outside. And then when you grab the trailer, make sure the guy in the Kuruma protects you. And make sure the tanker goes off-road as much as it can to avoid getting shot. And if you're about to die, or about to get the tanker's about to blow up, just jump at the truck and you should be fine. So the heist itself is actually really easy. Just take cover and then shoot them all. When you take the trucks, make sure to just run over all the bikers and then you should be fine. Just have your body armor out, and if you get shot up, just use your body armor. So the first setup of Pacific Standard is really just a piece of cake. Just follow the direction of the game and you should be fine. Second setup, don't go to the yellow waypoint. There's more sea sharks up right by the island, and use them to go there, and then use take the Kuruma there, and when you get Avi, just use the boat and go to land. Take him to Kuruma, and then you're good. So third setup of Pacific Standard, make sure to have a Kuruma and one of you get in the van and go to the place where you have to shoot all the guys. And when you get there, everyone get in the van to trigger the checkpoint. And everyone get out and get into the Kuruma, and then just use the Kuruma to shoot everyone. And then getting away is really just a piece of cake. Just make sure to have your body armor out, and then you should be fine. So for the convoy mission, make sure to have a Kuruma and then aim at the turret guy before he shoots at you. And when you get the truck, make sure to keep moving and make sure to insurgent guys focus on the helicopters just because they will kill you instantly. So have your body armor out, and the guy in the truck, have your body armor out, and then you should be fine. So for the bike setup, just make sure to have a Kuruma to shoot all the bikers. And when you actually get on a bike, make sure to use the sidewalks and have your body armor out. Use the sidewalks to avoid getting hit off the bike. And if you do get hit off the bike, notify your teammates so they can slow down and then shoot them. So the heist, just make sure to. What we did, we got the SWAT on us, and we took a SWAT truck. That's probably the best idea. So when you're getting out of the bank, make sure to go just around the checkpoints. Make sure to get them, but just like make sure to avoid going through the alley as much as possible. So when you actually, then you just steal a SWAT truck, and then the rest of the mission is pretty much just a piece caked in. And then I hope I helped you complete the Criminal Mastermind challenge. I hope you enjoyed the video.